Morning, Steve Reed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Markets are higher overnight. Got nearby beans up about 12 cents at 15.43, and the recent high is 15.55. November's up 13 cents at 13.86. Corn up 11 cents at 6.68, and the previous high resistance was 6.72. And we got December corn up 17 cents at 5.62. Nearby, Chicago wheat up 15, Kansas City up 12, and Minneapolis is up 36 cents at 7.64. And this is all pretty much a weather market. I think that yesterday we saw weather maps talking about the next 10 days, rains confined down into the eastern part of the southern plains and the western part of the Delta, keeping the upper Midwest, the PNW, and U.S. North Plains and Canada prairies drier than normal. And so we have to kind of each day look at the 10-day outlook for direction. But again, about 10% of the U.S. corn, 15% of the U.S. soybean acres are in the Dakotas. And even if the ridge breaks down and brings showers into the Midwest or keeps wet across the southern plains or into the Delta and Ohio River Valley area, we still need a 180 corn yield and 51 bean yield to satisfy the demand and let carryouts increase in 21-22 from 2021. We also note that at the end of the month, we've got a June 30th stocks and acreage report, and that'll be really key. Corn stocks expected around 4 billion versus 5 billion last year. Bean stocks around 775 versus 1386 last year, and wheat stocks 840 versus 1028. So that shows the tightness of the June 1 stocks figures. We also will get an acreage report. The USDA is at 91 million corn acres. The guesses are anywhere from 93 to 96. They're at 87.6 bean acres. The guesses are around 88 and a half. So we'll see if the acres increase offers any resistance. We would think that this forecast will bring in some of the managed money today and tomorrow to add back along and maybe take out that recent resistance. We expect that the corn plantings are 97% done versus 88 average. The crop today, USDA might estimate the crop at 70% good excellent versus 67 average. Bean plantings 89% done versus 67 average. And we'll be watching pretty closely the outside markets. The dollar's lower, which might be helping. Everything else is higher on positive China data. So the Chinese purchases of U.S. new crop corn and beans will be critical for the marketplace. So we also got the June 10th WASDE report, in which the USDA is supposed to come out with some new carryout numbers. Private guesses are around 1.1 billion bushel corn carryout versus the government's 1257. And next year numbers around 1140, 1150 versus the government's 1507. In beans, most everybody is around the 110 number versus 120. And next year also 110 versus the government's 140. So stocks are tight. Carryouts look to be low relative to stocks to usage ratio. And we also need to be watching weather and China. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. Remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.